In this review we will be having a look at Printmonkey from Brendan Mace. So if you stay around till the end of the video, we will go through the members area and I'll show you the ins and outs of platform and to show you why this may not be suitable for beginners looking to get started online. Hi, I'm Peter and welcome to the Hidden Online Living YouTube channel, and here we're quickly just going to run through this review of Printmonkey. I'm just going to show you the ins and outs of the software and potentially how it's supposed to be used, and then I'll discuss some of the OTOs and upgrades along with my honest opinions about the software and so forth at the end. So we'll just jump straight into it. So I'm quickly just going to give a quick overview of the sales page, and as you come through here, it's typical kind of sales page from a lot of these vendors. Honestly, they promise you a lot of stuff saying that you can do all these things fairly quickly, but to be honest, you can't. It takes a lot of work and a lot of dedication to be able to create something online. So I'm not going to go into it too much here because essentially you're going to be looking through the sales page yourself, but the one thing I will say, it is very misleading. So it's just something to really be aware of when you're looking into this, or if you are considering it. But again, it's totally up to yourself. So I'm quickly just going to jump into the members area, and I'm just going to quickly show you through the training and so forth. So here we're on the members area in the dashboard. Now when you look at this here, it's very similar to similar products that the vendor usually creates. It's just cheap, cheerful, there's nothing really too complicated or serious about it, but there's nothing really here that's really going to really generate anything for you in most respects. So when you come in here, you have access to training, so you can literally have a look over some of the training modules. The product creator actually goes through some training on how you can actually promote the products and so forth that's on the platform, but there's not really too much about it really in that sense. So you can create campaigns, so you can manage campaigns, and you can create new ones. So you can go into creating a campaign. So you can set up a campaign name, you can add in your Warrior Plus affiliate link, etc. And then you can choose the product that's here to promote. The only problem with this is you can't really promote your own type of products. The only products you're actually allowed to promote on this here is the vendor's own previous products. And I've also done previous reviews on this. I'll leave links in the description so you can check them out. A lot of these reviews and a lot of these products that are from these vendors are usually always very low quality, and they're only aimed at beginners that don't really understand the whole concept of getting started online. A lot of these here will never make you any money, so it's just something to be aware of. It is very limited in how you can actually set everything up. But when you do set up a campaign, quickly have a look at some of the pages, and essentially here, this is what it does. It'll generate these pages for you, and all it literally is it gives you a load of this free kind of content, but all this is a lot of the vendor's previous services and products, which again, like I mentioned, aren't the best of quality. And the problem you're left with is you're left actually with a load of products that you actually can't sell. Yes, you can actually drive traffic to these, and that's the whole point of it. You will be sending the traffic to those offers and services. Now you can potentially earn a little bit of money. Now you'd be probably using solo ads or whatever means of driving traffic, but the problem with it is you can't promote your own products or services. You can only have access to promote the vendor's products and services, but you can't edit or change out any of certain features or whatever that's on the platform. You're literally just promoting his products. But the problem with it is you'll drive all that traffic, and the only one that's actually making money is the product vendor himself. So you won't really see any return. Yes, you might see a little bit, but you won't make that money that your sales page is promising you. When you have a look over the sales page, it's promising you that you can actually earn all this money and all these commissions, but you won't actually earn not even a smidgen of that. You won't even earn a small chunk of that. It'll be the vendor himself that will actually earn it. So it's not really useful in my opinion. And like a lot of these platforms, it's always very misleading. Like I said, it sells you a dream. So again, you can have a look at it. There's instant traffic, but again, with a lot of these other platforms, and this here is again the same layout as pretty much every product that even I've reviewed in recent months from the similar vendor, everything is pretty much laid out the same. It's just like literally copy and paste. There's nothing really any different here. So you can send these offers to social media. Now that'll work. You can promote links and stuff, but the problem is all you'll be doing is spamming networks and groups and so forth, and what 9 times out of 10 what usually happens is your accounts get blocked or terminated indefinitely, and that's not something you want to do, because if you don't actually have a following, these platforms you can't really promote them, so they're really not a viable option for you. And then these here are just the upgrades that are going into the OTOs, etc., which I'll go into briefly now in a second. And then you have a support system, which I did have a look at this, and it doesn't seem to actually work at the moment. So now again, it might be updated in terms of when the product actually goes live, but I pretty much doubt it, because essentially when you look at the campaigns, a lot of these products here are already products that have been previously bought by people. So if you're buying into this, the chances are you've already bought tons of these products and you spent a ton of money on these products and never gotten anywhere with them, and now essentially you can get them for free anyway if you buy into this, which is absolutely pointless. So you've wasted all that money for nothing, so it's really not worth it in my opinion, so you'd be best to avoid it. But regardless, we'll move on anyway. Okay, so we're just going to have a quick look over the OTOs. Now, to be honest, like the front end platform, it is what it is. It's $12.95. You pretty much get what you pay for in that respect. And with the likes of the OTO1, OTO2, and when you look at here, the vendor actually hasn't updated the pricing on the OTOs. But to be totally honest, if you look back over some of the previous videos I've done on similar products, a lot of this here is exactly the same in terms of the OTOs and the upgrades. Everything's just reworded slightly just to make it look different. But there's no difference here pretty much on what it tends to offer. You will actually spend all this money on these OTOs, but they're not really going to really leverage what it is that you're trying to do. You're not really going to see more from it. You're actually just going to waste a ton of money. So in my honest opinion, I would avoid it, because if they can't even be bothered to actually give you a price, it's not really a viable option in my opinion, and there's a lot of questions hanging around it. So it shows that the vendor really doesn't care and is not interested. You know, they're only just trying to sell it to beginners that wouldn't be aware of platforms like these. So my final thoughts: the software, like I showed, it does actually work, but it's not good quality at all, and it does use a lot of questionable methods in terms of how you can promote offers and services, and a lot of it can be potentially dangerous even when it comes down to the traffic. Because yes, you can send links and so forth out to social media, but like I mentioned, if you don't have a following, it's no good to you. So all you'll be left is spamming links everywhere, and you'll just get your account shut down. The quality of the content itself isn't the best. It's fairly low quality in my opinion, and like I mentioned, everything else does work, but that still doesn't take away from the fact that it is low quality and potentially will not make much money. Like I mentioned, you probably would make a little bit of money, but the only one that's really going to make money is the vendor themselves, because you're going to go in not knowing what to do. You're going to throw a ton of money at solo ads or different traffic segments, and all that's going to be left is you're going to waste a ton of money, but the only one that's going to make any money from it is the vendor. So in my opinion, you need to stay away from something like this. So it's not really a good viable option in my opinion, so it's not worth your time, and as a beginner I would advise you to stay away. So I definitely wouldn't recommend this at all. So that's it for this review of PrintMonkey, and I really do hope that you will take some of these ideas in this video under advisement, and to know that this is definitely something that may not be suitable for a beginner and that you should avoid it completely. So if you have found the information in this video to be helpful, make sure to leave a like on the video. Also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to be updated with future content, and also feel free to share the video. Also, if you are looking for a genuine and honest way to get started on your own online journey, check out the link below this video to find out more. Also, be sure to check out some of these videos on screen where I do provide other helpful guides and reviews on similar products to show you what you should be aware of when you're looking to get started on your own online journey. And I will see you all in the next one.